Aloha and welcome back to Chasm. I'm Panther, and we're going to be going into the mining town. If you guys didn't tell in the last episode, I do screw up a lot while I'm trying to read the very first time through stuff. And technically speaking, when I did play this before, it was on the console, and I didn't care about any of the story. So I pretty much just rapidly pressed through stuff and didn't care much. I got really lost, really quick. Catharis. Established 672. The Watchers. Nobody here just yet. But Professor Basden's letter. Dear Basden, I must confess that I believe you may have something interesting to say for once. The tribe you described in your last letter seems to have some basis in reality, which is more than I can say about your crackpot theories about King Thrall. I'm glad you have put aside these childish fantasies of your magical forces driven by the king, driving the king mad. You should focus your efforts on this ancient civilization. It may be your final chance to prove yourself. Sincerely, G.P. Marsis, Dean of Anthropopathology, Gildan Alchemy of Science. Well, that guy sounded like a dick. Nothing in here. Ooh, a fishbowl with a fish inside. How'd it survive this long? It's locked. Karthus mines. Employees only. All others are prohibited. Okay. Missing persons. Anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of the following people should contact the mayor immediately. I am not talking about all of these at once. Let's celebrate. Karthus' 100th anniversary is nearly upon us. On the 121st day of Lumath 772, we will gather to celebrate the historical day the town was founded by J.Q. Karthus the First. All townsfolk and visitors are invited to join. Please bring a dish to share, and we'll see you there. So a potluck. Wanted. Felix Farin and Drake Straker. The notorious duo are wanted by the Kingdom of Gildera to stand trial for crimes of thievery and piracy. They were last seen headed east towards Lebanon Mountains. Beware. Both are considered armed and dangerous. If you see either individual, please contact the authorities immediately. Bing. JQ. Take the Watchers! A Gildan Knight. I'm not gonna do that voice. Not the whole time. This guy talks a lot. Oh, you're only a recruit? Oh, I really can't do that voice. Well, I reckon I should just be thankful. Oh, I can do that voice. I'm not alone anymore. I'm J.Q. Karthus, mayor of this town, and manager of the mines below it. Unfortunately, the mines have become less and less productive in spite of our best efforts. That's kind of how mines go. My crew's begun blasting in search of a new vein of ore, but we only found the wild beasts I wrote you about. But then, a few days ago, things got much worse. In the dead of night, a gang of hideous monsters came up from the mines and ransacked the town. When the morning came, I finally woke up and worked up the courage to investigate and found the town was empty. Please, you must find the missing townsfolk and help restore Carthus. Take this key. It will open the gates to the mines. And please, remember to report back if you have anything you found. If you find anyone. Mine key. Yay! I can actually start the adventure. Woohoo! This is the part that I found really weird. It wraps around. That's the town. It's really strange. Okay, here we go. Over 20 minutes in, and I'm just now getting to the combat. So, this is not procedurally generated. This is not 100% randomly generated. This is seed generated. What does that mean? That means that orange square will always generate right there. This will always generate right here. But a couple of things change. In between certain areas change. And control unlocked. And the contents of chests change. It also changes the placement of certain rooms. Like, this was not in the last time I played. This is something I don't like. I can place a marker. That's cool. It doesn't tell me much about what type of marker it is. I can only place a marker. It has nothing really all that to do with the content of why I place the marker. It's like putting a rope around your finger, or a string around your finger. Sure, it kind of helps you remind yourself of a certain thing, but that's about it. My search for King Thrall may have been in vain, but luckily I've discovered evidence of an ancient civilization which thrived in these mountains at least 1,000 years ago. I shall refer to them as the Lordran tribe, in reference to the Lordran Mountains, in which they once lived. Based upon these paintings, they appear to have been peaceful hunter-gathering society. Their written language is primitive, but very similar to ancient Delcarian script. Could these people be related to the early tribes of the East? I will need to find more examples if I'm to fully translate it. Okay. Timing is immensely important in this game. But there is some leeway. Oh wait, I'm on this way. This is definitely the most cut and paste version, or not cut and paste. That is the wrong version. This is the most poster child for a Metroidvania that isn't a Metroid or a Vania. That's what I meant to say. Oh, cool. My strength increased. That's really good. Leveling is also something that is governed by your seed. Yay, apple. So my statistics over there on the left, they will go up each level, just like any other RPG. But depending on your seed will depend on what grows at what level. There we go. Yay, another apple. That is really helpful. There we go. Jesus. There we go. What's this way? Yes, this is what I was hoping for. Word to the wise, tip for the savvy. Save points? You really, really want to find them as soon as possible in any new area, and you want to get back to them as soon as possible every time you make some good progress. If not, you'll lose it all. Horribly. It sucks. A lot. Just gonna stop right there. That's happened to me far too often. Sorry about that. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Thank you, my child. There we go. Thanks for helping me out of that cage, my child. Wow, I condensed all of that. I'm Maria. I run the magic shop in town. I was tending to my horse, Buttercup, when I was taken captive. I hope she's okay. She gets worried, awfully lonely when I'm gone. Stop by my shop and see me if you are ever in need of my services. Yeah, so we're going to be doing that at some point. There's a couple of things I definitely want from her, but one in particular is going to help a great deal off the bat, and that's a spell. Very specifically, boomerang. Very short range. As you level it up, its range increases. I don't really give a shit about its range increasing, but how much damage it can do really is what I'm aiming for. Come here. Bow. Bow. There we go. Thank you for upping my strength. Woohoo! Iron, gems, and gold are not actually from a monster's drop. So, you've seen the such and such is unlocked. Glowworm, troll. They can drop, like this guy, an apple and whatever that second item is at any point. And the possibility of money gems, iron, and materials all also have a chance of drawing. Ow, 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 ow. Stop it. There we go. The little blue thing is mana that... Damn it. Just a bit too soon. There we go. Yep, that's what I was hoping for, but we can get to that in a second. That's what I was hoping for. Without having to use any of my healing. Ah, this guy talks lots. Basden. Thank you for your assistance. I'm Professor Basden from the Guardian Academy of Science. I first arrived at Karsta nearly a year ago, searching for the remains of King Thrall's caravan. While staying in town, I learned of the ancient paintings throughout these caverns. To my astonishment, they were made by an undiscovered tribe lived here. That is not a real sentence. To my astonishment, they were made by an undiscovered tribe lived here. The word that is missing, so I'm going to put that in there. To my astonishment, they were discovered by an undiscovered tribe that lived here nearly 1,000 years ago. I named them the Lorien after the mountains, and began to devote all of my time to researching them. They're very interesting people, but their sudden disappearance is what captured my curiosity. My work was going swimmingly until something snuck up and knocked me out. I believe we have a common interest in finding out why people of ancient and modern keep disappearing here. The miners were last blasting on the bottom floor. We should begin our investigation there. Come now. Together we can open the gate to the lower levels of the mines. And he runs off. And I never have to face that cave troll again. But that drill troll, I do. Let's finish off this episode by getting to use the fast travel system. Bam! Gonna go in Next episode, we'll talk to a couple of people, possibly get my spell. No, I don't have enough. I just don't have enough. I'll hold off on it. Until next time, have fun, be safe, and aloha.